Scale systems. Finally got down to looking at this one in a bit more detail. If you remember, I was saying previously, you have the tuning system within which you have various scale systems within which music lays in different forms and shapes and genres. Now, the labels are not that relevant. I've been discussing these online, and every now and then people seem to get bogged down by the labels. They're not that relevant. The most important thing about these things is the actual tones and how they look on the keyboard, like the patterns they create on the keyboard. So that aside, you can download all of this from the website for free, print it for yourself, share it with your friends, get yourself a copy of this absolute treasure. There are some things here that, whether you're a beginner or you've been playing an instrument, keyboard or anything else for a while, there's some consistencies here that no one else is teaching. That are very important, especially for a beginner, but everybody, any level would benefit from these consistencies. And this type of consistencies are found across the method. Like, no matter what you're looking at, you're going to find these type of consistencies, and they're very helpful because things can get quite complicated and hectic, and having something to hang on to, a consistent reference, is very helpful. So we're looking at three slightly different scale systems. The way I see it at this point is like we have this diatonic where it's just A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it would have been something like, look how cool this is. It's just, and it's symmetrical, and you get all these beautiful patterns. And then maybe as a response to that, somebody else came and said, "What? Check this out. This is symmetrical, and it sounds even more awesome than this." And then it was like, "Well, check this out. I'm going to keep half this and take half of that and come up with this." So this was a theory at some point for me, and now that I've actually sat down and went through all of them, it actually checks on paper also, quite literally, and I'm so proud of this. So you have here the so-called diatonic, where A, B, C, D, E, F, G is the original, and then you have this I call Byzantine, where this 10th milieu is the original. And then this in-between thing, this fusion thing, where 11 is the original scale pattern rather. It's quite gorgeous. So this is the one that I finally got down and put on paper and verified the patterns and everything. So the patterns are quite fascinating. There's no symmetries on this one, nothing like the other two. This would be the sort of general pattern that always gets taught. So it's going to be the natural minor with a sharpened G, sharpened sixth. Now this is easy to explain. So there's different ways you can look at these. This pattern is easy to explain when you're looking at the three in parallel. I don't think it's the best one to pick. I think this, at least it shows on paper that this one is the one that shows the fusion a lot better than this. So this again is, which is literally a D minor up to here, and then the sixth again is raised. And this particular section here gives you that Byzantine, that sort of exotic flavor. Up to there isn't much exoticism happening. But yeah, this would be I would say this would be a better example of illustrating the so-called double harmonic minor. But in the same scale system, this is actually the cuter one. and playing around with it, I realized this is where that's is it Pink Panther? I'm not sure what it is, but it's quite familiar. It's quite a familiar tune. And it's brilliant. This is the harmonic minor. You can obviously play it in different keys, but this is the easier one. It's almost like it's the default for that particular tune because it's so easy to finger, right? But yeah, I just wanted to show you this one in particular after all that rambling. This is all I wanted to show you actually. So once again, you can download all of these from the website for free. These matrices are very useful. They might be hard to get your head around for a little while, but once you get your head around the idea, the concept of a perfect fifth, you're good to go. And one thing that I just sort of realized today is like you don't even have to pay that much attention to these symbols. Once you understand the perfect fifth relationship between this, you can then pretty much, except for a few places where the enharmonicism occurs, you can just compare these, like verify the perfect fifths by just using this one as a quick aside. But yeah, you can download these from the website and print it for yourself, for your friends. And don't forget this absolute treasure. Get yourself one of these. Hope this helps.